Welcome. Come on in. It's Thursday and it's happy hour. Home happy hour to be exact, so grab a drink and let's get started. Hi everybody, it's Claire Paris with Paris Group Realty and I've got my drink. Do you have yours? It's our home happy hour and today I'm talking about how do you have multiple residences. So of course you're probably just trying to get your first home, and I've got a client right now who is actually working on their third home. You know, that sounds crazy. She's not a movie star or anything like that. But they sold their big home and they decided to buy a little condo in Portland, a little cabin on Mount Hood, and a tiny little one-bedroom house at the beach. And they were able to do all three of those properties for their house that they just sold recently. It's kind of cool because especially if you're in retirement or frankly in COVID and you want to change the scenery, now they have three homes that they can go to and stay in each different home. A few things you should know is if you're getting a loan on any of these properties, they need to be at least 45 miles from each other, because if you're going through multiple principal residences, you're going to want them to be that far away. The lender's going to require it. But besides that, I think it's a really cool idea, especially if you're thinking about commuting long term. So I was just talking to another client yesterday, actually, and they are thinking about keeping their condo in Portland and then buying a little condo at the beach, and they're gonna Airbnb them while they're away from whichever one they're doing, which is going to be pretty amazing because you also get rental income as well as having another place to go hang out and call home. Of course, having Airbnb income is a great boon, especially if you're carrying 2 mortgages or 3 mortgages on 3 different residences. But of course, we have a video that you should check out about Airbnb specifically in Portland. But know that Airbnb the laws are always changing with it. So you're going to want to check on the specific city that you're in or town to find out if they have any additional taxes or any additional limitations on Airbnb. There's a lot of coastal towns that have city and county taxes, and then they also limit the amount of rentals, so you'll want to get into all that. And of course, I'm happy to talk to you about all of that if you want to reach out. In addition, I've got another client who's got a rural property, so they've got a farm, and then they've got a little condo in the city that they can come hang out in the city whenever they want. Of course, when you're buying property that's further out, it's usually going to get you more for your money. And then the other interesting thing, of course, it's always death and taxes, right? So taxes. If you bought a place in Washington, then you might be able to avoid Oregon income tax. I'm no CPA, so don't let me be the final word on it. But if you stay in Washington for more than 6 months, then that can be your principal residence, and you can also, especially in retirement, conserve more of your money. Anyways, something to think about. Thanks for tuning in. Comment below. I'd be interested to hear what you think about this concept. And we'll see you next week on Home Happy Hour.